Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday, and today I'm calling it What's Up Wednesday. And if you know me, you know that I'm just making stuff up as I go along. I am in human design a line 3 profile. That means that I'm always trying things. I'm always trying things, and some of them work out and some of them don't. Most of them don't work out, but I have this urge and desire to always be exploring what works and what doesn't work. And the information I get from that ends up in the words I share, the examples I share, the wisdom I share, and in my life somehow. You'll see it, evidence of it somewhere in my life. So, welcome to Human Design in Action. This is our group where we learn how to use human design in our life. Human design is fun. It's fun to learn. It's exciting. It's like, oh, stimulation for the brain. But very few people move beyond that into actually putting it into action, using it in their life, using it in a challenge, using it in a challenge with other people, using it in a challenge that they've had within themselves forever and ever and ever. Very few people move into that realm of human design because they don't know how. They don't know how to use their strategy. They don't know how their type needs to be used and expressed. They don't understand their purpose and how to mix all those things together. So what I do is I help people put it all together gradually in small bites, learning how to use their human design in their life immediately. That's what I do. So today's Wednesday, as I said. So What's Up Wednesday is another experiment. We'll see how it goes. But this one is, what did I learn about myself this week? What was I reminded of? What was I shocked about? What did I observe about myself that had something to do with human design? So, as I said, I'm making this up. So, this message will refine, and What's Up Wednesday will be refined. So, if you're up for the experiment, come along with me for my wild magic carpet ride. So, I'm going to tell you something about my human design, and then at the end, I'm going to tell you a fun fact about how I get my hair this luscious. So, if you can hang with me, fabulous. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to tell you two things about me and my human design. Number one is I am a projector, and that means I have to be very, very careful about how I use my energy, how I support other people, how I show up, how I manage my day, so on and so on and so on. One of the things I've eliminated is, besides working from home, I've eliminated having to dress up to come on camera because that has been a barrier to me doing this work that I love, right? So occasionally, no, let's be honest, most of the time you're going to see me show up in something like this and washed and scrubbed, but not trying to put an outfit together. So if you are offended by that, this is not the place for you. And if you can hang with that, you're my people. Hang out. Here we go. I recalled this week that way back when I learned this expression about my design. I have color in the first triangle up here in my head, I have color down here, and then I have color down here in my throat. So all three of these areas are colored in, and we call that a defined head, ajna, and throat. And then there's no color for a while, and then we get some more color down below, right? So observing myself over the years, I noticed that I have this loopy way of thinking. And what it is think it, think it, think it, think it, speak. Think it, think it, think it, think it, speak. Think it, think it, think it, think it, speak. There's this pressure to share what's going on in my head. And that explains exactly why I always got on my report cards, talks too much. Has that ever ceased? It tempered, but I still have pressure to speak. So if you know me, you know that I have to speak out ideas until they become clear. And that's because I have this other thing in my chart up here that is processing and forming ideas and trying to make sense of them and trying to make sense of things that I've not seen yet in reality, things I've not heard yet in reality. And I'm trying to put them together in words. And sometimes it comes up a hot mess, and sometimes I actually do get somewhere. And what I love about being honest about that feature in my design is the people that I know, and I have told them that. And as I'm processing, I'm like, give me a minute, getting there, getting there, getting there, almost there. They learn patience. They learn patience from hanging out with me. So when we think of fixed, it doesn't mean, we're not inspired people and so forth and so forth. It just means that speaking things out and having someone grab the idea and run with it, or grab the idea and throw it back at me, helps me expand. So that's something I remembered about my human design, because I remembered hearing the word fixed and I was like, that doesn't sound very good. But over time, I've realized, yeah, I do have a way of processing information that I recognize instantaneously now, and I get a headache sometimes from it because it's just on a loop constantly. And I know how to deal with it. I need to speak out loud. I need to speak to someone, and they don't necessarily have to answer me. My words just have to hit the air with a human being around. And yesterday, I had a beautiful privilege of speaking to a very awake manifester, and she was able to take ideas that I have and just stretch them in ways that I have imagined, but I couldn't put it together for myself. And I am going to be forever grateful for that. So that is what I learned about myself today. Yes, I am blah, 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 girl. So you don't have to be that way, but I would love to learn, what have you discovered about yourself in human design? Maybe what you learned about yourself and you were like, I don't know about that. But over time, it began to make sense. If you have something like that to share, I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comments and let's learn from each other. That's my jam here. Human design is action. In action, this Facebook group that I've created, and that's what it's called at the moment, Human Design in Action. We just don't know because it's another experiment. This group is about sharing our experiences and learning from each other's experiences. So not just blinders on, doing our own thing. That may seem like the way to learn human design, just looking at yourself and how you do things, but the way to learn it faster and actually be a catalyst in the world is to do it in companionship with others. And that's why I've created Human Design Mastery. Human Design Mastery coaching program is individual coaching. I sit with you, I talk with you for 2 hours a week. You get to pick whatever time that is, 1 hour at a time. We chat about your human design chart and how does it look in your life, and um, where can we use it, apply it to improve an area. So we do that one-on-one. And then twice a month, we meet with others that are doing the same thing as you are, meeting with me individually. We come together and we talk about our experiences. We learn together. We put our 2 cents together in. For instance, I'll teach something about, let's say, the concept of pressure in the chart. We'll talk about that possibly, right? And I'll have a manifestor, a projector, and a manifesting generator in the group, and they'll go, oh, wow, yeah, pressure. This is what it looks like for me. And we'll talk about, well, what do you do about that? And then someone else will say, oh my gosh, I'm totally feel you. That is what human design in action and human design mastery is about, is learning about yourself and learning from others who are doing the same thing you are. So if you're down with that, I welcome chatting to you. Feel free to DM me, send me a video in the DM, introduce yourself, tell me what's up, where you are in your journey. Just let's get to know each other and let's move forward, right? Because we got work to do on this planet. We do. So let's do it in the easiest way possible. So I was going to share with you something personal. If you've hung with me till now, here's the big reveal. As I said, people wonder about my hair. One interesting thing I learned from a fabulous Hispanic woman who knows how to cut Black people hair. And I was like, wow, you're really good at this. And she told me she has a Black boyfriend and she's been cutting his hair for years. And I was like, I love you. And then she decided to go and become a professional and doesn't do this anymore. So now she, I don't know, gives people drugs at the pharmacy. I learned from her that I have a cowlick, because I was like, why can't I get this part of my hair to work? And she's like, you have a cowlick right here. And I'm like, I can have a cowlick? I did not know. Okay, wow. So instead of fighting my hair there, she taught me how not to fight with it anymore. But if you're wondering how I get these beautiful curls in my hair, I'm going to share with you. I use this fabulous magic brush. Right now I'm using this side, and what I do is I comb my hair out, pick it out, and then I go, and it is like a lovely massage. So, just sharing something that you may not know about me and maybe other people in your life. Now you do. So I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat, and I'll see you next time. Bye.